Gemini. What's going on, Gemini? This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition mouthpiece. Um, you know what? We're gonna go Espanol on you. I got a couple of my decks out here, so I'm just grabbing different decks, different times, whatever. Got the Spanish deck here. The lighting kind of makes it hard to pick up because everything is just angelic, freaking white with this camera. Anyways, yeah, we're going to get into this, okay, Gemini? This is for August 1st. This is your most accurate Shangodiac for August 1st through the 15th, okay? So we're going to see kind of like what energetic influences or see if we can pick up on and what we can pick up on for you, okay? Now, of course, if I hit a nerve and if you feel it coming from yourself, uh, that you want to take it a little bit further, you can always contact me. Look in the description box. You will find the link as to how you can get your own either hour-long or half-hour consultation with me personally, so we can discuss whatever is most important to you. Or you can also find out how to just send me a couple questions or a question through the email, and I will do the read for you, record it, and send it to you within a few working days. So if you're a little bit shy or just whatever the case may be, that's another option, okay? So let's see what's going on here for the gems. For the gems, okay? Um, hmm. Okie dokie. Okay, well, I see this is what's popping up here for the Gemini. We got Mr. Conquistador himself, El Rey, the king, okay? King of the clubs, okay? Now, one thing about Mr. King of the clubs here, he is definitely a master of communication, okay? So once again, I see the communication factor is so important. I mean, it just is important, period. But it's very important for a lot of you Gemini's because it's part of your. It's one of your the areas that you guys naturally excel in. Many of you, anyways. The ones who can keep both sides of your personality somewhat aligned, right? um. Anyways, so you have this influence that you're coming into right now. As you're watching this, it's over you. You need to just claim it, name it, claim it, and get busy with it and apply it. Application is very, very important. Okay, when an influence is popping up, and it's just like the influence of spring, right? Like that's when you want to start planting shit, or I don't know, I'm not a farmer, but you know what I'm saying. There's certain times that have the influence. This is when you plant, this is when you reap. If you don't do anything about it while it's going on, you're going to miss that window and you're going to have to wait. Okay, sometimes it's not what you do, it's when you do it. So the king, however, is looking at this card here. Okay, so we have this upside down Four of Cups. Hmm. Okay, so which one of you is emotionally right now unstable, or you're feeling emotionally unstable right now? Things are not feeling, even though you are able to communicate well with others and kind of almost you got like this spell you can almost cast over some people and certain times you can get what you want right now. You got mouthpiece. However, behind the scenes, and many people may not know this about you, well, right now that's going on is you're feeling very desperate. There's a desperation going on, and I feel like these negative impulses and feelings are going to really peak towards the middle of the first week here. Um, And if we don't get a hold of this or balance this out, we're going to be moving right into a lot of disagreements here. I know it's hard to kind of see that, but this is a five of clubs, and however, it is upside down. See the mark, the dot, the mark of the beast. Okay. Um, some of you Geminis, when you go bad, you go really bad. Okay, really bad. And in between, I'm feeling like I need to say this. Put the fucking drugs down. Put the meth down. Put the the over drinking. It's one thing to drink, but it's another thing to just kind of binge and stuff like that. So you want to be very, very careful with the substances that you're abusing and how you're abusing them. Okay, I'm not judging. I'm just saying right now is just not a good time for you. Definitely not a good time for you. This especially during this first week, because what you can do is end up really nosediving your whole month if you don't if you aren't cautious and you don't exercise some type of self-awareness during this period, at least somewhat. You can get caught up in the rapture, so to speak. Okay. um, Now the second week here of August, I see there is also a new relationship popping off of some kind, or either someone's going to start taking a liking or interest in you, or vice versa, or you're going to meet somebody or whatever, some kind of happenstance thing, but all of a sudden you just realize and recognize this person. You're like, damn, or they realize and recognize you. And, I feel like this could be the start of something. As to what, we're going to have to just find out. Okay. One of the initials I have here is N. Okay. As in N. Um, and then we also have a 19. So I have an S, an N, an S, and we have an 18 here. So that's an R. Okay. We have an R. N, S, and R. So let me clarify something. The initial does not stand for your middle name, and it doesn't stand for your last name. Okay. If the initial pops up for you, it's going to be either your first name or it's going to be the first name of the person, place, or thing which is in question. So it's either your first name initial or the initial of the name, the first initial of whatever the name of the situation, or could be the name of the person or something like that. Okay, that's how that works. So, anyways, yes, I see that going on. Then, some of you actually are going to be able to kind of steer yourself out of this. It was almost like you had an opportunity to kind of go into the dumps, and maybe you did go into the dumps, but you were able to pull yourself out. Okay. Um, thank you. Also, somebody's going to have good luck with with a judge. Also, a judge is going to be favorable upon you. The second week of August, you're going to get a favorable ruling, favorable conclusion, or a favorable break in an ongoing case, depending on what kind. Okay. Also, um, I don't know why this just popped up, but one of you Geminis is a business owner, and you might start taking a liking to one of your employees also. So I don't know why that just came up, but that's definitely also something that's coming up here. Um, but also there is an influence here for work and for the health department as well. So whether that is starting a new exercise regimen, this would be the time to do it. Also, as well as if you are in the market looking for a job, you're going to have special juju charm here for employers. Okay, so a very, very opportune time. However, please please also note that we are in a retrograde, a Mercury retrograde, and I know Mercury has a lot to do with the Gemini sign. Okay, so um, not to scare anybody, just to be aware so we can know where we're at energetically. A lot of people make the Mercury retrograde into like a some type of boogeyman situation, and it's not. You're not Mercury's bitch. Okay, you're supposed to. It's supposed to be the other way around. We're supposed to be bitching these planets. Okay, because everything within, without exists within or represents something that also exists within. So we're supposed to be ascending. Even though yes, they do, influences are there for a reason. Okay, at the same time. So please remember that. But when looking for a job, or when looking or starting, not necessarily starting something, but just be mindful that certain types of fuckery, like technical disruptions, emails or texts is not going through, electronic equipment taking a quick shit on you, just all kinds of like little troublesome disruptions. They are they seem to be more prone to happen during the retrogrades. Okay, so just be aware and just do your due diligence when signing any contracts or anything like that. Okay, rounding this out here, we have the Three of Cups. Um, it is upside down. Okay, so one thing that I'm definitely seeing here too, some of you Geminis are, of course, juggling. You might be in a committed relationship, but seeing some other people. You got some side pieces, or you might be more or less single and you're kind of dealing with a few people. The other side of that story is some of you are the side piece. Some of you Geminis are the side piece. And some of you don't mind it. However, it may be the beginning of something that you're not really fond of. Okay? So, some of you may also be in a situation or a situationship where you're thinking you're exclusive, but you're not. Okay? And for some of you, that's also dealing with an Aries. Okay? Um, and the initial M, I have to say that because sometimes I don't know. But the initial M is somehow coming into play. I don't know if it's one of your guys' first names or somebody you're dealing with. But I got that, and I also have an Aries popping up, and this Aries is actually upside down. So whether that is an Aries for some of you, okay? But that's basically what we're getting and what's going on here right now. It's what's popping up. So it must be what's important to somebody, or somebody is meant to see this, okay? Like I said, if you want to go a step further, if you want to step it up a notch, I am available for consultations. You can check the description box, find out exactly how to contact me, okay? Also, I am on Facebook and Instagram. Stop on by, say hi, send me a friend request. I'd love to be friends. And also, that'd be how I can kind of like keep tabs on my clients as far as just how they're doing, because I really do give a shit and I do care, and I want to see my clients in particular win, okay, and win big. So anyways, peace out. I will be seeing y'all sometime soon. We're gonna be going live here soon, not quite exactly sure when, within the next couple days here. So yeah, peace out.